Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second part of our session. So, now we understand why we need BPM, why we need business process management, because it's a need of every business. Every business runs on the processes. So, now comes the term processes. What is this processes? Because whenever we are talking about any of the task or any of the management of task, there is a process behind it. From hiring to customer support, it can be anything in the organization. Because like whenever we are working on any of the companies, there are certain sets of things which requires a certain process to follow. For example, to download a software also, we need to send a request first. It will go to approval and then we are going to download it. So it's a small, but it's a process. So similarly, we have each and every process is built according to the need of the companies, and every process needs a proper process design. So it's not that we start following a certain sets of process and we just need to follow it continuously throughout. So we need to design something, and that needs to be followed in a certain way. So like let's say we have to download some software. So for that also we need to first go to the site, and then we can request for the software which we want, and then it will go for the approval, and then it will go for the download, right? So there is a certain process. We are following this process. So it's not that directly we need to do something and then we are start following something. So we need to document that part. We need to design that process flow. We need to design the process design to run the process efficiently, right? If we build something which is non-efficiently, then the process leads to wasted time and money that will cost the organization, right? And that's not a good thing. That's not what we want. So whatever we are going to design and whatever we are going to build the process, we need to make it efficient. Otherwise there is no point of creating the process. And BPM ensures smooth operations and digital transformation. Because let's say let's talk about this example only. To download a software, right? So to download a software also, in a big organization, it's a big task. There are thousands of people, employees, and they wanted to download some sets of software. So if we are building a process that it then it will ensure the smooth operations and the digital transformation, because nowadays everything is digital, right? We need to transform everything which is happening manually, and we need to make it digital. We need to set follow certain sets of automation or any kind of process which we are right now talking about, which is BPM. So every organization has some kind of processes. So it's a small or it's a big process. It can be any kind of process, but everything is a process, and everything is related to a process. So whenever we are building a process, we need to make sure that it is efficient. There is no waste in between, right? And it basically creates huge demand for skilled BPM professionals. So in the market, there are certain sets of profile. So we are going to understand that in the upcoming videos, like what kind of BA profiles we have, the developer profiles, all that stuff in this career session. But on a high level, let's understand this now. So it creates the huge development. The demand for skilled BPM professional. So we can like there are multiple profiles in this. It can be a BPM developer, it can be a BPM business analyst, it can be the product owner, or it can be anything. And it will create the huge amount, because now if we are going to transform our processes and we are going to build some process design and automate that, so it will create the huge demand for all these skilled professionals. And BPM is again the backbone of operation excellence, because we are talking about the main process, the process which we are going to follow. So these processes are very efficient if we build this in a very like the systematic way, or with the proper designing, and to make sure to it will follow the compliance and all the things in the organization. So it's a backbone. If we build this in a good way, then the result will be good. We will be saving time, we will be saving money, we will be saving a lot of effort which is required to follow certain sets of process or to build certain sets of process. So BPM is the backbone of any of the organization or any of the place where the processes are being followed. So in this whole session, we are going to like understand about each and every points whichever is mentioned here, and we will be understanding what is BPM first of all after this, and how we can build our career into this, and how and what kind of profiles are there which we can try whatever suits us. Either it can be a developer or it can be a process designing, and other sets of things are there. So that we will explore, and that's all for this video. Let's catch up in the next video. Thank you.